Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. Today's matchup, a battle in the old North State, a contest between a pair of teams from the state of North Carolina, as we'll see a team from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Demon Deacons will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Takes the handoff. It's Dupree. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Now, 4th down.
The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. His drive will open from the 15. Looking for space. It's Dupree. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
The sure hands, it's Richmond. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Hauser. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got him downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down.
Okay, great. On the ready.
Making side adjustments here.
Ready. Direction.
Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Fierce the pressure. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
You cannot say enough about this quarterback's toughness on that one. Staring downfield, knowing he's going to get absolutely blasted by the defender and still somehow able to deliver an accurate throw way down the field. It just does not get any better than that from the quarterback position.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Hauser. Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Pirates. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Barnes. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's DeLuca. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this 1st period with a huge gain. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback making checks. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. Not much of a decision to make. There's the defense will move them back. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Hauser. Zings it complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Quickly complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
From the gun, the ground game. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Quickly complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make...
And it's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Using his legs, it's Hill. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Green. There he goes. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vick. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Just keep slinging it. Quickly complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deeks.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. He lets one fly deep. Makes a grab down the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
To the air on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Setting up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, East Carolina.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense.
Turning it on. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
That's caught. It's Hill. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Demon Deacons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Barnes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking downfield very late in the half. Touchdown, Wake Forest. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you've got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
They're set Set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the ground with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 28 to Texas Tech. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Got a man, it's Dupree. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon.
Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way, and you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down. Three yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking for room, it's Montgomery. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Now on second down. They'll run it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Rushes on him, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Field goal is good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Vic. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Catch in the middle. It's Richmond. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Montgomery. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, wait! And that one will give him the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. Decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hauser. Caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Touchdown, ECU! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Runs out of bounds.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Mars. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on 1st down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good...
Oh, he's got some space. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with him. Powers through. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start.
Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
That makes the score East Carolina 38, Wake Forest 28.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Grab near the marker. It's Vic. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Demon Deacons want to move quickly.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this deep.
Going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mays. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Barnes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. Got a man. It's Montgomery. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Pirates will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. From midfield, looking for room. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. Got room on the return. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking for a gap. It's Dupree. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Green. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter.
He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up. And
fires toward the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Volunteers have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. To the air, it's Ncaa. Pulls it in, it's Smith. At the 40, there he goes. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It was a fair question to wonder how Ohio State would respond after getting upset by Michigan, but man, the Buckeyes looked like a juggernaut, blowing out Tennessee in the college football playoff last year, and the Big Orange likely looking for payback.
For sure, they're going to be motivated because they got embarrassed in that football game. So many explosive plays from Ohio State's offense. Tennessee's defense has got to play a lot better this time around.
Yeah, and they still got some problems on the outside. That Jeremiah Smith guy, he ain't gone nowhere, right? He's still there. This offense is still explosive. Tennessee showed up. The fans did. All the way to Columbus, Ohio. Now the team's got to show up.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Fourth and short. I already called my third down play, knowing I was going for it on fourth down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on fourth down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Got it in the middle. It's Staley. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play and getting the ball back to its offense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throws to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand it.
Turning it on! And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go route. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Dropping back, it's Ncaa. That's caught. It's Peoples. Finally corralled, and not before. He picks up the first down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would of light. But the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Now try to power it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Fires it incomplete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's a great job by the defense being aware. Oftentimes when the offense is down by their own end zone, they like to throw the ball deep because they're expecting man-to-man coverage. They took the shot. The defense comes...
This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome, folks, to the home of the Louisville Cardinals, L&N Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the California Golden Bears, take on the winners of 5 straight, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Overstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Golden Bears will kick this team to get us going. Bringing it out, it's Golden. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Louisville's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. This is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now, today, it's a different challenge. New game.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
From the 15-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Quick throw to the left. What a catch! They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. And looking to throw now on first down. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw up behind the receiver.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And the Golden Bears with 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Fires it to the wideout. And he makes the catch. Touchdown. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here?
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got to...
It is intercepted. Not a long return, but... First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pulls it in. It's James.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Caught near the sticks. It's James. And it's a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Brown. Grab down the middle, it's James.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's James. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Lets it go quickly.
Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
And the Golden Bears are in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw.
Trying for a touchdown here. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown. Go.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout.
Oh, what a grab! Tackle made after a big gain.
That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw. This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
To throw, it's Brown. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense getting set, second down play here. Running out of time in the pocket. Cut quickly. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Cal.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down, looking to throw the ball.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they can take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
This time, a completion. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
The Golden Bears will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to pass, it's Brown. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. They misfire in first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Looking to chuck it again. Bringing pressure.
He makes the grab. You make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
And the Golden Bears looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Over the middle, but it's incomplete. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Defense is coming after him.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
The defensive end gets in there and comes up with a sack. They were in a 4-3, and the pass rush came off the edge and made a big play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. But it's incomplete, and that will not bring up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw to his receiver.
Oh, he's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Makes the catch. It's James. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Looking to throw. It's Brown. Lets it fly to the wideout.
Oh, he makes the catch.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
The Golden Bears looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver.
Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. It's 28-10.
That makes the score Cal 28, Louisville 10.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Louisville offense is back. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the California Golden Bears, taking on another team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Cal's offense will start this game off with the football. Guys, when the axe is on the line, all bets are off. And last year it was a rally from the sturdy Golden Bears in the fourth quarter. It was to the house, the axe to go.
Yeah, and the axe was definitely Mendoza and company upside Stanford. Like they took care of business. They cut that tree down, scoring the last 17 points of the ball game. Unbelievable job rallying late in that football game, making the plays they needed to make. And I'm going to guess, Jesse, that Stanford hasn't forgotten that.
No, they haven't. I think the one good thing Stanford did in that game a year ago was they were able to stop the run. So they need that trend to continue. No more Mendoza throwing the football for Cal in this game, but whenever these two teams meet up in the big game, you know the physical team, normally the team that takes it home.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Golden Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Brown will throw it. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Going up top again. Grab near the sticks. It's James. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
The Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the Golden Bears need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
The drive starts from their own... 5-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab down the left side. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Cal. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll put this one in. Snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Adjust the pattern. Brown will throw it. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Look out, he's got room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's second and long. Oh, they're after him. Snags it inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. Fitted in the window for the score.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the grab. It's James. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's James. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Golden Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Dances away to buy time. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Makes the grab on the big throw. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Now they go. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. Brown will throw it. With the catch, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to be.
Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Backed up now here, second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Steps away to find some room. Hit as he throws. Makes a connection. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They're going back to the ground. Touchdown, Ncaa! Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Brown wants to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
And that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The game is over. Band is not on the field, and it is the sturdy Golden Bears who will come home with the coveted axe after beating Stanford. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the #1 team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Offense in a bunch formation. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk a second about Cal. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hump.
He lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. A huge... Looking to throw on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's James. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
First down.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Golden Bears are threatening in the red zone. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They've already failed to convert on fourth down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop. Makes a grab past the marker. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
The Golden Bears trying to cash it in on first and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and you make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they... Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This should be the last play of the quarter. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work, making side adjustments here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Cal.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to throw again. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he won't. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Brown wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intent
makes the catch on the left. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Cal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that
no reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's James. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going up top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. This time it's complete. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation.
It'll be third and long. Brown will throw it. Quick strike complete. Brought down. A third down stop.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play.
He's got it, first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Never a doubt. And now the... And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what... And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Puts it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Golden Bears come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll give it to Johnson. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Golden Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Power ahead.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the...
Touchdown, Golden Bears! And the stomping has commenced. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Brown wants to pass. He's got his man. He's out.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Golden Bears are flying down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown! Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Plows through the defense. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's James. Now... From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season on the field, but they got